S Club 7 was one of the world's most prominent pop groups during the late 90s, but by the mid-2000s, most of them completely disappeared from the mainstream spotlight. Formed in 1998 by Simon Fuller, who is best known for being the manager of the Spice Girls, S Club 7 quickly rose to fame, first with their BBC sitcom Miami 7. Followed by a string of successful albums and singles. They've sold over 10 million albums around the world and have several singles under their belt, which charted highly in Europe, particularly in their home country, the UK and the United States. But their popularity only lasted for 5 years before they called it a day, and they have never been the same since. S Club 7 made an instant splash with their debut album S Club in 1999. Featuring the hits Bring It All Back and S Club Party. They continued releasing albums every following year afterward, namely 2000's Seven, which was their most successful album that peaked at #1 on the UK charts, 2001's Sunshine and 2002's Seeing Double. These albums gave S Club 7 numerous hits and put them alongside the world's most popular music acts at the time. However, their activities in the music industry aren't solely to credit for their fame. The group also starred in their own sitcoms. The first of these, Miami 7, made the club members of S Club 7 known before they released their debut album. This was followed by LA 7, which was retitled to S Club 7 in LA for US broadcasts and aired in 2000. The third one was Hollywood 7, which aired in 2001. Their final series, Viva S Club, was filmed in Barcelona, Spain and aired in 2002. With numerous projects both in TV and music every year, S Club 7 were in a perfect spot to become global megastars. However, behind the scenes, friction was developing right from the group's early years, ultimately leading to their demise. Although the group's productivity is to be admired, it also resulted in exhaustion due to the amount of work the members needed to put in for both their music and filming commitments. Paul Cattermole, one of the group's original members, quit in 2002, causing the group to shorten their name to just S Club. As a result, his character in Viva S Club was also written off, and S Club's final album, Seeing Double, was their first without him. Paul then decided to pursue a different musical endeavor by rejoining his old metal band from high school, Skua. Speaking about his departure, Paul said that Simon Fuller's management was to blame, remarking that it had gone to a point where things were being handled so badly, I had to go. Despite his exit from the group, Paul maintained his romantic relationship with fellow S Club member Hannah Spirit for a few more years. The couple began dating in 2001 and initially kept their relationship private until they decided to make it public in November of that year. At first, it appeared that only Paul had a problem with how the group was being handled. However, news started floating around in April 2003 that confirmed there was something wrong with management. That month, the Sunday Mirror reported that despite the band making 75 million euros for Fuller by selling 10 million records worldwide, the members only received 150,000 euros per year. Additionally, the group toured via economy flights and even prepared their own stuff when they were overseas. This was something that wasn't expected for stars of their stature. Spirit confirmed this in an interview with The Telegraph, saying, "I got about 600,000 pounds from S Club 7 over 4 years." The Irish Sunday Mirror also reported that the band members only received 52,000 euros each for their first sitcom Miami 7, even though the show was successfully sold to 120 countries. It got to a point where the parents of the members got lawyers so they could take Fuller to court. During a concert in April 2003, the group announced that they would be disbanding. The S Club party was over. However, it was only the start of their individual struggles. Following the end of S Club, its members pursued different interests, some of which aren't even related to music. Of the former members, only Rachel Stevens enjoyed a considerable amount of success as a solo artist. A few months after the S Club broke up, she released her debut solo album, Funky Dory, which featured the hits Sweet Dreams My LAX and the title track a few months after S Club broke up. Her second album, Come and Get It, was released in 2006 to critical acclaim. While both albums did well, they were not able to achieve the same commercial success as S Club 7's albums. But Stevens isn't the only member who kept making music. John Lee and Bradley McIntosh also kept their passions for music alive. although in different ways. Lee went back to doing theater and acted in several musical plays, including Les Miserables, where he played the role of Marius. Meanwhile, McIntosh became part of a boy band called Upper Street, which included members of other groups such as 911, Another Level, and New Kids on the Block. Meanwhile, Tina Barrett, the oldest member, maintained a low profile after the group disbanded. Life after S Club 7 seemed modest at best for Stevens, Lee, McIntosh, and Barrett. However, for others, it got much worse. Jo O'Meara also pursued a solo career as an artist, but she wasn't able to sustain it. In 2008, O'Meara joined the cast of Celebrity Big Brother, where she was embroiled in a racism controversy. O'Meara, along with other participants of the show, were accused of hurling racist comments toward fellow contestant and eventual winner, Shilpa Shetty, who was of Indian descent. This resulted in hundreds of complaints from viewers. British media strongly criticized O'Meara, and the issue got so big that even the governments of the UK and India had to address the controversy. O'Meara took it hard and has stated that after she left the show, she contemplated taking her own life and had to seek treatment for her mental well-being. Hannah Spirit, the youngest of the members, redirected her focus on acting. She appeared as Abby Maitland in the TV series Primeval and continued being cast in other shows such as Casualty and EastEnders. She also had roles in the films Agent Cody Banks 2 and Seed of Chucky. In the mid-2010s, she suffered from anxiety and depression for 3 years after undergoing breast augmentation in 2013. In an interview with The Sun, Hannah describes the period as one of the worst in her life, but her problems didn't stop there. Recently, Hannah stated that she, her partner Adam Thomas, and their children have been without a permanent place to stay for quite some time. She even said that her family had to spend last Christmas in one of their friends' homes since they didn't have their own. Meanwhile, Paul Cattermole went in vastly different directions after leaving S Club 7, including launching a YouTube channel where he read tarot cards. In 2014, he went bankrupt and had to auction his Brit Award for Best British Breakthrough Act, which S Club 7 won in 2000 to pay for his bills. He was so financially strapped that the producers of the talk show Loose Women had to let him borrow a shirt to wear when he was interviewed on the show in 2018. But that isn't even the saddest part about his story, as years later, a much greater tragedy would befall Paul and the rest of his former bandmates. On April 6, 2023, Paul Cattermole was found dead at his home. He was only 46 years old. His cause of death has yet to be revealed, but police didn't suspect any foul play was involved. Tributes quickly came pouring in from his fans, former bandmates, and former manager Simon Fuller. On Instagram, S Club 7 posted a tribute to Paul, saying, "We were so lucky to have had him in our lives and are thankful for the amazing memories we have. He will be so deeply missed by each and every one of us." What made the news more depressing is that S Club 7 were preparing for a 25th anniversary reunion tour later this year and had just announced it weeks before Paul died. Although various members of the group have collaborated with each other since their disbandment in 2003 and have previously reunited as a complete group for a brief tour in 2015, the upcoming 25th anniversary tour is still something that fans are looking forward to. Sadly, Paul won't be a part of it anymore. Perhaps aside from celebrating their 25th anniversary, S Club 7's upcoming tour can also serve as a tribute to their bandmate. Should they continue their tour later this year, the group will surely fill arenas, as fans have been waiting for quite some time for the band to get back together. After all, despite all that has happened in the members' lives since they broke up 20 years ago, no one can take away the fact that S Club 7 had made their mark in pop music as one of the definitive and most popular musical acts of their generation.